The Joker's been thinking a lot about the old days lately. Penguin and his umbrella, Riddler and his puzzles, Ivy and the plants, Scarecrow with his gas, the Mad Hatter and the hats, Two-Face and the Two, Freeze in the cold, Selina and the cats, Joker and the smile. It was all so fun, and they all laughed because of it. Except for Selina. She never laughed. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden and this is my review of Batman number 49. So this was a really fun issue that won this week's poll for our Patreon review. I was really looking forward to reading this issue, and I have to say I'm pleased with what I got. Tom King really hasn't disappointed me in a long time when it comes to his Batman writings, or his writings in general, to be honest. And I was a little skeptical going in spite of that, but I really should have given him the benefit of the doubt. We haven't seen Tom King write the Joker much, and he does a really good job, I have to say. This issue entirely focuses on the Joker confronting Selina. It starts out with a very brief fight before the two injure one another and are basically forced to talk as they bleed out on the ground. In that talk, the Joker reveals a lot about why he cares at all that Batman's getting married. And it kind of spells out the central thesis of Tom King's entire run with Batman thus far. The Joker believes that if Batman is happy, then he can't be Batman anymore, and so he feels he must kill Selina. It's a really moving moment where he admits he even loves Selina as a fellow former enemy of Batman, but he has to kill her for Batman's sake. He even states that he could make Batman happy himself, just like Selina is, but he doesn't want that because it would mean the end of Batman. It's a very interesting conversation that digs into the origins of these characters, as well as critical events in the Joker's career as a supervillain, referencing events in The Killing Joke as well as Jason Todd's death. And Tom King manages to write all of this without driving me nuts with cliched writing or fan service with regards to Joker and Batman. It doesn't overplay its hand and feels like an actually interesting Joker story that I haven't seen before. And then the story ends with a big moment, and I don't know how it's all going to correspond to the events of Batman number 50. Next issue is supposed to be the wedding, and this story leaves me with a big old question mark. I'm not sure what to expect out of it anymore. As I've said before, it could very well end in tragedy, but I'm thinking there might be a happy ending to this big story. At least I'm hoping so. Following this wedding, Dick Grayson is going to be taking over as Batman for a few issues, and that seems like a fun idea. And I have a feeling it's because Selina and Bruce are going to be off on some sort of honeymoon for a while. While we do that, it's going to be nice to revisit Dick Grayson as Batman, and I'm looking forward to that period and those issues. The wedding itself is also going to be a big event, and I have a feeling it's going to be worth reading as well. As for this comic, well, I do recommend it. Not only is it a great story by Tom King, but Kel Jadin nails the art. That's a big part of why this story works so well, as he just does such a great job with the action, however brief it is, but most importantly, the conversation that goes on between Selina and the Joker is entirely delivered through Michael Janin's artwork, and he does a great job with it. Yes, Tom King writes the dialogue, and that obviously is very important, but Janin really nails the facial expressions and sells both Selina and the Joker at critical moments in this comic, particularly near the end, with Selina's facial expressions really selling me on that final moment. He just absolutely knocks this one out of the park. June Chung does good coloring as she often does, but it's Janin's artwork that really works for me as a whole. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.